There has never been a king like King Solomon, who talked to animals and was given the gift of wisdom. He led his people in glory and did shameful things, but still he led his people and had a story with his ring. His ring is a legend, and there are so many stories about it. They talk about how his ring was given by God. An angel came to him, and Michael the angel gave the ring to Solomon. He used the ring to protect his kingdom and prosper under his rule. 1. It had the name of God, the real name, not Jehovah or Elohim, before the flood happened. No one knows the real name of God, but the ring had it inscribed on it, which is why it was so powerful. 2. With his power over the elements, he could control the weather. The great point of his kingdom's reign is that his kingdom received rain, and King Solomon could shout out to the storms and bring forth rain over his crop, giving abundance to his kingdom. And why, during his reign, his kingdom enjoyed peace and prosperity. 3. It is old. No one knows how old the ring is, but it is older than Solomon, older than giants, and could predate mankind. 4. The ring had over 490 facets, and it could not have been made in the time of King Solomon. 5. It can teleport to any place in the world by moving the facets and other coordinations. 6. It can travel through time. The ring could take you back in time or forward in different timelines. He could have gone back to meet with his father or Stonehenge, or also be in the future. 7. It can open stargates or heaven gates to take you to other worlds. 8. It absorbs or eats light. 9. Can control demons and summon spirits or demons to do the wearer's bidding. 10. You can turn invisible and disappear to the naked eye. This is just a few of the powers of the ring, and the ring was so famous that even the kingdom of Lemuria knew of its existence. Stories circulated about it, and the kingdom of Lemuria wanted to steal it from King Solomon, the Egyptians, and even his own people wanted it from him. The ring was too powerful, and he sought it all but failed to take it from him. In the end, no one knows exactly where it is. Some say that when King Solomon died, the Lemuria kingdom sent thieves to cut off the hand of King Solomon and steal it, even though King Solomon was buried and his hand stolen. Others claim his ring was hidden in the many cities he built. Cities in King Solomon's mines could be places that the ring was hidden, and one city in South Africa was said to be the location of the One Ring. Other than that, no one knows, but stories emerge that kings, pharaohs, and all sorts of people had the ring pass through their hands and slip to the next one, only to be killed. Also, another story tells about a demon named Asmodeus, whom Solomon commanded to help build the temple. This fallen seraphim, who was king of demons, aided in the construction and later tricked Solomon, disposed of him, and took his throne and the One Ring of power. Later, with his people's help and wisdom, he was able to take back the ring and trick the king of demons. The Bible never talks directly about the ring, but does mention in some ways. The way the Jewish people had it that it was passed through Joseph the dreamer when Pharaoh gave him a ring and said it was Solomon's ring. Genesis 41 verses 41 to 44, and it says the signet ring. Another verse is in Proverbs. Proverbs 11 verse 22, like a gold ring in a pig's nose is a beautiful woman who shows no discretion. Some say Solomon was talking about his ring there. After his death, the ring wandered and fell into many hands. It was lost through time, and many have searched for it. One famous person who has searched for it was Hitler back in World War II. He spent billions searching for ancient artifacts, and the ring was at the top of that list. He spent over $1 billion on investigators and research. In the end, he did not find it. Russia, China, India, and Israel spent years trying to find it but couldn't. Russia spent 60 billion rubles, India spent 30 billion, and China recently spent 30 billion, all to find the one ring to rule them all. Up until this day, no one has found it, but there is a story. Back in the days of the Crusades, one faction found the ring, and that was the Templars. In their search for artifacts in the Kingdom of Israel, they found it and discovered its tremendous power. As they returned from the Crusades, they gave it to their king, who gave it to the Pope. It is here where the Pope kept it for safekeeping, and many speculate that the Pope had the ring or that the king of the European courts has it. And if you know which king I'm talking about, it's Astaroth, who has the ring and is why the court is powerful in the world. Some confuse the Astaroth with a man having this cloak and this mask, but others say he is only a decoy to fool assassins and that the real Astaroth is a man that dresses like a blonde woman, and is among the crowds who know who the real Astaroth is, but it is rumored he is the candidate. But also the Red King has been rumored to possess it from the Crimson Court in Britain. But others say the Black Pope has it, and he has power behind the throne in the Vatican, just as the One Ring has power behind it, and the one you see on the internet is not the real Dark Pope, but another decoy to protect the real leader of the Jesuit order. He has the power and can do all that he has willed, and he is very powerful. He awaits the next one who will take the ring so he can take his place as the next bearer of the ring. Until the end of times.